Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're out the range with a new pistol. I've shot it quite a bit over the course of the last month or so, but the new pistol is the Z5P from Zenith Firearms, but you may also know them as MKE from Turkey. I did have the opportunity to go to Turkey and check out the manufacturing, and I was thoroughly impressed with what I saw. So now these guns are coming in. The pistols like the Z5P that you see here, they're coming in now, and their retail MSRP is around $1,800, but you'll find websites like Atlantic Firearms or Copper Custom selling them for right around $1,675 to $1,700. So we brought the pistol out today to do some shooting with it, and I do plan on filing a Form 1 on this firearm and quickly turning it into an SBR. And when I say quickly, when you get your approved Form 1 back, all you have to do is buy a Chill-8 side folding stock, pop 2 pins, put the stock on, replace the pins, and after, of course, you've engraved the firearm, you have an SBR. You can't ask for a more simple conversion, and for one of the coolest firearms in terms of 9mm subgun history. Let's do a little bit of shooting with the handgun and show you what it's all about. The gun fires from standard 30-round magazines. These are high-quality magazines. I've had no problems with them. I do like them more than the POFs. I think the gun and the magazines, everything about this whole system is slightly better than the POF in terms of overall quality. I found that the POF guns run flawlessly. They're just not cosmetically as nice as the MKE guns. The MKE guns are just beautifully fit and finished guns. So to load the magazine, just take a 9mm round. I'm using some ZQI 9mm, which is also MKE ammo, and I'm just pushing it straight down on top of the feed lips. So it's relatively easy to load a full 30 rounds. If you look on the back side of the magazine, it does have windows. I just top the magazine off, so I have a full 30 rounds. Now the gun's ready to shoot. Let's take it over to the range and do a little bit of shooting. To load the pistol, I always lock the bolt to the rear using the locking notch there. Just pull and rotate up. That allows you to easily insert the full 30-round magazine, and you won't have to struggle with working against the spring pressure to properly seat the magazine. You push it in and kind of rock it back. You'll also notice that the gun has both a push button and a flapper magazine release. When I say flapper, it means it's much like an AK. You can reach up here, push that little flapper, and it releases the magazine versus having to push the button, which even with my long fingers is a bit awkward. I have to shift my grip to hit the button. With the flapper, I just reach up, grab, and strip, put a fresh magazine in, push and rotate till I hear click. To charge it, drop the bolt like that, and the gun is ready to fire. The gun does have a 3-position selector, however, it only goes to the first position, the middle position, which is semi-automatic. It does not go all the way down to the full automatic position. So it has one selector position. I've got the gun on fire. Let's do a little bit of shooting here with some of these challenge steel targets. Now I've also noticed the sights on this gun are absolutely spot on. All right, so I just dumped a full 30-round magazine into the center of mass on the target down there. It's probably, I don't know, 20 yards away, and I'm shooting at the crosshair on the challenge steel target, and it's just pinging away right at the center of mass, right where I was aiming. The sights are notched. You have multiple different settings. You can pick how wide or narrow you like the sight picture by rotating the drum. If you want to adjust elevation, you use a special tool to adjust the elevation. Windage is adjusted by loosening a screw and turning a screw on the side, which then moves it left and right. But right out of the box, I found that this pistol shoots to point of aim, and this is the second pistol. I also have a Z43 I've been shooting, which we'll talk about in a later video. Both of the pistols shoot right to the point of aim right out of the box. I haven't had to adjust the sights. So far, so good. 100% reliability as well. Let's take a look at what comes in the box with the Z5P pistol. When you open the box, you'll notice it has foam on the top and a fitted plastic case down below. We'll start over here on my right, your left, and kind of walk through what's in the box. First of all, you'll find a sling that comes with the firearm. Right here, we have a military-style cleaning kit with brushes, lubricant, and a pull string. You also have 2 spare pins. In case you lose a pin on takedown, you have 2 spares that come in this kit. Here, we have a B&T type 1913 rail system that will fit right on top of the gun like that. Has screws that clamp it on. for a nice low profile mounting system for a red dot sight. Once you mount a sight to it, however, the fitted case will no longer work, so it's something to take into consideration. Now, another thing that's kind of neat that I'll point out here really quick is that this area right here is the same size as a box of 9mm ammunition. So if you want to go to the range, you can take this out and replace it with a box of ammo. Of course, then we have the gun that's sitting in this area right here. Again, nice fitted case, keeps it from moving around. It does come with this little pull cleaning rod, if you will. It has a little swab here on the end. You can use this to punch through, put a patch on it, and pull it through the bore. It's part of the cleaning kit. And then over here on the far side of the case, the gun does ship with 3 MKE magazines. They will ship flush like this, which will hold 3 in the case. But if you turn them on end, as I had them, now you can actually fit a 4th magazine in there if you buy some extra mags. Pretty much everything that you need to get the gun up and running for a fun range session right after you buy it. I've taken the sling out of the box and put it on the pistol. You'll notice that it hangs relatively nicely and also makes it somewhat concealable. If you have a concealed carry permit in your state under a somewhat long winter coat, you can hide the pistol using the sling in this way. Another cool feature of using the sling like this is you can push it out and aim, and it stabilizes the handgun much like a stock would, and this is actually perfectly legal. It's not considered an SBR this way. So let's do a little bit of shooting. You got a dueling tree down there. I'm going to blast away at here and show you how the pistol shoots. Yeah, look at that thing, center punching those little targets, about 7 yards away. What a great shooting little gun. Now I'm just going to blast away from the hip with the challenge target to the left to see how this thing does. Ran out. Too fast. Another magazine. We have another one here somewhere. From the hip, this little gun is quite shootable. You'll notice I kept it right in the center of mass, just hip firing the little guy. What a fun little gun to shoot. Now let's do a little bit of shooting at range with the Z5P pistol. We have some targets out there everywhere from 15 to about 30, 35 yards out in the woods. I'm done using my hearing protection. I'm going to unthread the thread protector here and put it in my pocket. I have locked the bolt to the rear and the gun is unsafe. I'm going to go ahead and screw on my AAC 9mm suppressor, 1/2x28 thread again. I've noticed there's no point of impact shift with this particular can. Just snug it up, and it's ready to go. Now this is not subsonic ammunition. This is standard velocity 124 grain NATO spec ball from ZQI, which is again MKE. And here we go. We'll just start randomly shooting the targets out here and see how this gun does. Wow, got that little headshot target down there. And that was it. All right, 30 rounds. Let's do another 30 if I can find a magazine. Ah, shucks, I'm out of ammo. Have to grab another mag here and do some more shooting. But anyway, you will notice, as I was noticing, when you shoot the gun like this, because there's no handguard here, it does start to get a little bit warm. You can always reach down and grab the magazine and shoot it like that as well. Let's disassemble the pistol here really quick and take a look at it from the inside. First, you want to take the magazine out, make sure the gun's unsafe. Check the chamber, make sure there's nothing in it. You will have to put the bolt home to relieve the spring pressure so you can take it apart. 2 pins here in the rear hold the butt cap in place. I'm going to pop those pins out. They are not captive, so if you lose one, you do have 2 spare pins in your cleaning kit, which again is a nice touch. There's your butt cap, it pops off. You'll have 1 more pin here in the front that holds the trigger group in place. These pins can be a little bit tight, so you can use another pin to get leverage on the pin that you're trying to push out. Pop the pin out, and now your housing comes off the receiver. push your safety lever all the way up, take your safety lever off, and the trigger group will come out of its housing. I'm going to put it back in. Before I go any further here really quick, just line everything up. And there we go, back together. To take the bolt and carrier out of the gun, just pull your charging handle to the rear. The recoil spring will come out, giving you something to grab a hold of. Your bolt and carrier come apart very easily by simply turning the bolt a little bit. Bolt comes off. This is under spring pressure from the firing pin spring. Turn it until it pops out. And there's your firing pin spring and firing pin. The locking piece, the bolt and bolt carrier all have the same serial number on them, so they are serial numbered. To put it back together, insert like that, just turn it part way, about like that, then you can set your bolt in place. Turn, lock, and it's back together. You can remove this pin, take the handguard off. I'm not going to do it. There's nothing under there but a 5.8-inch barrel. Put it back together. Put your bolt and carrier back in the receiver. Let it go all the way forward home. Take your trigger housing, rotate it into place. Look and kind of line up the holes. You can move it around a little bit. Makes putting the pins in much easier if the holes are aligned. Once you get that front pin in, you'll put your butt cap on. Hold it in place. Push the pin through. Again, check the alignment of the holes really quick. And then push your last pin through. Quick function check. And the gun is ready to shoot. I've mounted an Aimpoint T2 Micro that I picked up from Optics Planet to the Z5 pistol using the mount that's provided in the box. Let's see how it shoots. And this is my first Aimpoint T2 Micro. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at the Z5P pistol from Zenith Firearms, which is manufactured by MKE in Turkey. MKE manufactures firearms for the Turkish military, which is a NATO country, and also 40 other countries, both their military and their police forces worldwide. So these handguns and firearms are mil-spec firearms. The gun has a parkerized finish underneath an enamel painted finish. It's a mil-spec finish that makes it very durable and makes it look really good. It really sets it apart from other guns that are on the market, including the POF series, which seems to function fine. However, it can be cosmetically a little bit rough. This gun is not rough cosmetically whatsoever. Another cool feature is the hand stop here. Sadly, due to ATF regulations, a vertical foreend grip would be illegal unless you SBR the firearm, so this little hand stop comes in handy. This particular model, the P model, has the 1/2x28 threaded barrel with a tri-lug, which sticks out, 5.8-inch barrel. But having that hand stop there helps to keep you from getting your thumb in front of that muzzle. If you get your thumb out there, you can actually hurt yourself. There is a K version of this handgun, which has an MSRP of $1,750, that has a shorter barrel that is flush with the front sight post. You'll want to be very careful about where you put your thumb when you're shooting it. Overall, the gun shoots very well. We have about 1,000 rounds through it so far. I did have this gun recently with me down in Georgia when we were shooting some video with the Iraq veteran 8888 crew. Eric enjoyed shooting the gun. Chad enjoyed shooting the gun. We also let John Patton from the Gun Collective shoot the handgun. Everybody seems to like the guns quite a bit. I would not be surprised if you saw one of these pistols show up on the IV8888 channel here in the near future. If you guys have any questions about the firearm, you can ask those questions on our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/militaryarms. You can also swing by and check us out at Copper Custom. It's our online store. If you'd like to support the Military Arms channel, it's the best possible way to support us. And if you haven't already, check out full30.com. That's full30.com. It's an online shooting community full of shooting enthusiasts such as the Military Arms channel. You'll find a whole bunch of great content creators there. Please swing by and check it out and support the gun community online. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you guys soon.